Just we watched the film. I feel like everybody flushed it. You probably take that Saturday, then Sunday, you know, whatever thoughts you have, and then flush it. So by the time Monday comes, you're ready to just focus on Oklahoma now.
What have you seen from Oklahoma's defense that makes it so difficult?
I never played Oklahoma, so I don't know if it's difficult. But
Have you seen any film?
yeah, they play with high motors. Like they got a few guys back there with experience, and then the whole defense in general. Um, you know, they definitely play with a lot of energy, punch the ball out. So I mean, we gotta come just with our fundamentals, play physical, and just execute.
What have you seen out of both Peyton and Hank this week so far in practice?
We haven't practiced yet.
Oh, you haven't
Today's
practiced?
today's the first day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just kind of as a receiver, when you're in a situation where now both quarterbacks have played, now there's kind of competition again. How does that affect you, or does it affect you at all?
It don't really affect us. Like I say, I've been building chemistry with all the quarterbacks since I got here in the summer. Um, so whoever like they gonna get that situation handled. Whoever comes out there Saturday, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be prepared, ready to go, and then the receivers gonna make plays for them.
Dre, Hugh was telling us Cam is still kind of bothered by that shoulder a little bit. Has that been frustrating for him to kind of have that injury these first couple of weeks?
I mean, that's probably something you gotta ask him. I'm pretty sure. I don't think he has dealt with an injury before in high school. I know I broke my collarbone in high school. But I don't think Cam ever went through like an injury, so it may be a little different for him as far as like the process of getting back 100% and not rushing it or whatever the case may be. But yeah.
You was saying yesterday, when you guys haven't been turning the ball over, explosive play rate has been good, yards per play has been good. Do you think you guys, if you cut down on turnovers, are close to being a good offense?
If we cut down turnovers, can we? I feel like, I mean, every good offense don't turn the ball over. So I mean, we know that we can drive the ball. We got good bats. We got good receivers. Quarterbacks make the plays, and then it's just little stuff that may lead to a turnover here and there, but it's just been happening too consistently. So once we cut those off, like we can be a top offense in the country, which we've been saying since the summer. Um,
You had a couple of explosive plays on Saturday. What did you see on those plays? And when you guys have hit explosive plays, what's been the key to kind of having that success?
it's just executing at a high level. Like we put the plan in, like we're about to go over the game plan from now until Saturday. So I mean, just repping plays over and over and getting the timing down pat with the quarterbacks. And when everything is on the same court, we execute and we make big plays.
Is it harder to get that time when you've had kind of two different quarterbacks playing from time to time?
Nah, they both get reps, first team reps in practice now. So, I mean, yeah, our job is to catch the ball, no matter just who's throwing it. They both can throw, so it don't really matter.
Just kind of, I guess, what's the mindset? You're one of the leaders of this team. What's the mindset for you guys right now heading into Saturday?
Yeah, I think our mindset is to develop upon the games that we have played in, understand the mistakes that we've made as a team, and trying to learn from those mistakes in every form of the game, defensively, offensively, special teams wise. How are we able to? We need to put ourselves in position to win games, and I think that's ultimately the biggest thing that me and the leaders are trying to convey to people. We're in these games, and we continue to beat ourselves, and we're just trying to emphasize cutting down on those mistakes in practice.
So have those been happening in practice and it's translating over, or do you think practices are going great and you're not sure what's happening on Saturday?
I think within practice it's kind of hard to tell. There'll be certain situations where maybe a DB can make a play on the ball, or it's hard to tell because we're not full live football. We're not playing live football, but we need to emphasize more, just going out there and making practice more like the game. So when we're in the game, it's not a situation where we freeze up.
You get to see another similar quarterback 3 weeks in a row with Oklahoma playing the freshman this week. What have you seen out of him in that limited time you got a chance?
Yeah, Hawkins is a dynamic quarterback. He's certainly somebody that is great with his legs and extremely fast, extremely talented, and as a linebacker, I'm excited to get the challenge to go against him. He's certainly somebody that you must key in all forms of the game, throwing the ball and running the ball. So he's certainly a player we've been watching and continuing to study on film. And they got dynamic playmakers at the wide receiver position, and a dynamic running back. So I'm excited, and I embrace that challenge, and trying to get the defense to embrace that challenge as well.
After some of the difficulties in the last 2 weeks with the mobile quarterbacks, are there any kind of specific adjustments you guys have looked to make in that area, or what do you guys feel like has been the key there?
I think just understanding rush lanes and integrity. Whenever you're going against a mobile quarterback, there's a lot of things that they can try to do to escape the pocket. So understanding rush integrity, understanding closing the space on a quarterback that's mobile, and just getting to him fast so he doesn't, tackling in a phone booth is something we emphasize. So I think we need to continue to try to develop upon that. And, when we get to third down situations, whether we bring in a spy or use a spy or whoever that may be, just trying to close space, get to him fast, and sack him, basically.
Eugene, how difficult is it to prepare for a guy that you only have a couple quarters of college film on?
It is difficult, but thankful that we got to see him in action, got to see what he's made of, and just continue to try to learn from the film that he has in college. And quite frankly, it is a hard thing, but just understanding what he brings to the table and what we've seen, and just using those tendencies and trying to go out there and play a complete game.
The fundamentals at practice, just keying into the details and finishing the plays right. A lot of time, sloppy finishes and stuff like that happens at practice, and it results to the game. So that's the biggest thing we're clued on this week. Is just practicing great habits.
And losing Champ Anthony, obviously a big loss in
Yeah.
the secondary. What do you expect to see from J.C. Hart and Jalen Crawford now that they need to step up?
Definitely, they're gonna step up, and they know that they're gonna need to step up with Champ being down. But these guys got reps and played and understands what it is and what they need to do out there for us to compete at a high level.
What have you seen on film from Michael Hawkins from the quarterback, and what kind of challenges does he in that offense bring?
I feel like he wants to tuck the ball. He's a pretty good quarter. He has a good arm. He can throw it. I'm very familiar with this offense and what they like to do. So as a defense, if we can disguise looks and give him some hard time reading the defense, it'd be a exciting night.
Obviously different personnel now, but you more than probably anybody else on this roster from the time of Texas are familiar with Oklahoma.
Yeah.
What have you kind of told you guys about what to expect from Oklahoma?
That they're heavy run. We shut down this run, and they're limited to what they like. They like RPOs. They like trying to get explosives and stuff like that. So if we just eliminate the run game and stuff what they want to do, which is run the ball, I feel like then we're gonna have them on the heels a little bit.
How excited are you about taking on the Sooners again?
Oh yeah, I'm fired up.
Are you kind of hoping, like I am, that they didn't bring their band, so we're going to get them sooner?
I ain't worried about nobody else but what we got going.
What was that rivalry like? Neutral site.
Oh yeah, it's exciting, fun, memories for sure. But yeah, it's just something about them that I gotta get them. You know what I'm saying? They done beat me more times than I would have liked, so we need one.
Going against another mobile quarterback this week, that's presented some challenges for you guys in the last couple of weeks. Where specifically do you feel like you guys need to improve? I know Coach Freeze talked about sometimes in the secondary you guys have lost track of assignment sometimes.
Yeah.
On the run. Where do you guys want to improve there?
Pretty much just keeping our. I know one thing the D-line is trying to improve is keeping the quarterback in the pocket and not letting him collapse the pocket. And for us as a secondary, just when he does get out of the pocket, we have to stay on our mans and what we like to call plaster our mans. So just being disciplined is basically what we need to do.
As a leader on this team, how much have you talked to the younger players on this team about resilience and coming back after kind of another loss?
Especially to be a defender, especially a secondary defender, you have to have tons of confidence. You have to be you're on that island all the time. So I always preach this, man, you gotta have a little swag to you. You gotta have a little confidence out there. It's okay to, what I'm saying, like to mess up, just play fast. That's really all it is to it. And we got a lot of guys who do have a lot of swagger and things like that. So I'm very confident what our secondary can do.
KeAndre seemed to have his best game of the season so far. What have you seen from him in practice and on the field?
Definitely had probably his best practice last week since we have started the season, and as you see, it just shows up in the game. So that's one thing we're just emphasizing this week is just practicing really hard and doing on our keys and stuff like that, and it should pay off.